This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. What up? This is DC Channel Guns. Coming to another gun video. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Bringing the energy. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate everybody who come to the channel and support the movement in the 2A community. I appreciate that. I want to appreciate everybody who support me over there on Gun Streamer. Appreciate that. We're gonna keep that moving going because over here we have to have something for the 2A community in the future. No matter whatever it is, we have to have something, some type of alternative. There's too many people focus on one thing, so we got that going on. So this video here, I want to talk about waiting periods. There are so many articles and stuff in the news right now talking about waiting period works and it stops suicide, it stops crime. People, that's not true. I'm talking about the facts with waiting period is that it doesn't do none of that. There is no study that I have seen yet that waiting period actually work. And there's a lot of myth out there when it comes to waiting period. I'm talking about, I've been getting several questions about this waiting period thing because you have a lot of first-time buyers who still, their background checks still haven't came back. Now, as far as the information I looked at, when it comes to background check, it's pretty much instant. I'm talking about in the normal condition, when it comes a normal background check should take no more than about 5 to 10 minutes, or whatever the case may be, maybe 15. In some cases it could be 30 minutes, but as far as that, it shouldn't take so long. That's why they call it the instant background check. But since we're in this situation where we're dealing with this pandemic and stuff, and you have a surge or first-time gun owners, record-breaking numbers of background checks been done. And plus, you have to understand, dealing with the coronavirus and everything, when it comes to social distancing and stuff like that, there's a lot of people who was working with the background check system are pretty much working off sites and stuff because of the social distance. So you have to look at all that aspect in the background. But, when it comes to waiting period, people, no matter wherever your state got, 3 days, 7 days, or whatever, 14 days, whatever the case may be, I'm talking about there's no extra investigation, people. I'm talking about I have searched high and low. There's no extra investigation, for these waiting periods. I'm talking about if you have a lawful waiting period of 6 to 7 days and it took your background check 10 minutes to come back and they just got you waiting for 6 to 7 days, people, I hate to tell you, but there's no extra investigation. Now, investigation can take up to about, I think it was 90 to 100 days, depending on the situation and stuff like that, especially when you're dealing with a huge increase in background checks now. But far as any special investigation, there's no extra special investigation. I'm talking about when you're getting your CCW and stuff like that, it takes a little bit longer. It takes months because they're checking your hospital records, they're checking some of everything. But when it comes to the instant background check system, it's totally different from getting your CCW where they're doing a whole lot of more other things. But in the instant 7-day waiting period, people, there's no extra investigation. I'm talking about, I just hate to say it, there's no extra investigation. Now, you have the gun grabbers who want you to presume that they're doing some special stuff behind the scenes that, causing you to have to wait 6 to 7 days. No, the whole point of the waiting period is to keep you from enjoying your Second Amendment rights, keep the firearm out of your hand, and hope that you make a decision to change your mind. That is the whole point of the waiting period, people. I'm talking about there is a huge myth out there, and the gun grabbers have been good at exploiting this waiting period thing. I'm talking about you have the average citizen out there. You have citizens who actually believe waiting 6 to 7 days is gonna start gun crimes and stuff like that. Now, with me saying all that I just told you, the problem is only infringe on a law-abiding citizen. Now, as far as the waiting period go, guess what? When it comes to criminals, people, they're not going doing background checks. They're getting theirs through other sources such as family, friends, illegal activities and stuff that's going on for them to get their firearm, stealing firearms and stuff like that. They're not going through the waiting period process. So I'm talking about, I'm still waiting for some type of some good answer when it comes to the waiting period. Because when you have someone who wants to commit suicide, that is a huge problem in this country. There's people committing suicide all types of ways and everything. It's sad that you have people that's willing to take their own life and stuff like that. It's very sad. There are more enjoyable things to think about in life. Some of the basic things that you have, just enjoying you living period and stuff like that. But when you have people that want to take their life, that is a sad situation. And with that said, a farm is not the first choice. There are many other alternatives that I have looked at that is a higher number count than using a farm to take their own life. But like I said before, the gun grabbers are going to try to find loopholes into the system to exploit, to infringe on your Second Amendment right. So I just wanted to put that out there. I've been getting several questions about that. I'm seeing a lot of communication when it comes to some of these waiting period articles and stuff out there. And right now, during this situation that we're dealing with when it comes to this virus, this situation here, you're still having gun shops. I was looking at an article. You have gun shops who have 700 background checks that has not even been approved yet because, that surge. And there's not a lot of people right now for them to handle that because of the social distance situation. So you still have people waiting for the background check to come back. And the problem, when it does come back, you have limited ammunition on the shelves. A lot of these gun shops don't have farms. I'm talking about you have some of the warehouses. I'm talking about the manufacturers that is shut down, that is not producing firearms and ammunition at a speedy rate right now. So there's a lot of things that is pretty much clogging up the process for the first-time buyers and for people who need to defend themselves. And that's the reason why I've been advocating a lot for you to be prepared ahead of these situations. A SHTF situation, any type of economic collapse, any type of breakdown and stuff like that. We have to be prepared, people. I'm talking about look at the situation you're dealing with. And, going into this, we talked about waiting periods and stuff before. I didn't see nothing like this. A lot of people didn't see nothing like this happening. But when you have great environment, good conditions, and you have people waiting 6 or 7 days, and then you have this surge of background checks, that just extend the amount of time that you have to wait. And you have gun shops that is pretty much exhausted. They're being on the phone all day. They have to bring in extra help. You have to have so many people on the phone for background checks. Then you have people have to wait on, customers and stuff in the gun shop. Then you have first-time buyers coming in with so many questions. I'm talking about it's taking a toll on a lot of gun shops across the country. These are some of the things that you have to look at. And then you have the political fight when it comes to your Second Amendment. And because you have people wanting to shut down the gun shops. Then you have social distancing. Can you imagine that they got to stay in compliance with some of the laws and stuff? You have to put tape down inside of the shops. Got to stay 6 foot apart. Then you got some places got drive-through gun shops. I'm talking about it's just so much that gun shops is dealing with and everything. So like I said before, these situations here, a lot of us is really paying attention to what's going on. We're learning a whole lot. And this is going to forever change the 2A community, the way we thinking about farms and stuff in this country. So, with that said, people, stay safe and prepare. I'm talking about, and another thing, keep up the fight for your Second Amendment and uphold the Constitution, because that is the ultimate prize over here, and that is the ultimate goal. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.